wisely fighter.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're going to talk about some greens in the Vermilion bloodline. So we're going to start off with the Gotenks leader. We finally got a new Gotenks leader. Everybody's been wanting one. The previous one has been Jink. Doesn't draw, doesn't do much, but this leader draws when it attacks. And then if you're at 4 or less or have a green unison with specific cost of 2 in play, you get to draw one, switch one of your energies, and then you get to add cards up to your life until you have 6 left. So you go Awaken turn 2 if you have, things in play. And we got to Awaken Gotenks Extravagant. I can't even say this word. Extravagant Exalt. Took me a second. If your opponent's leader card can't attack your battle cards. Right. So, auto. When this card attacks, draw a card. Active main once per turn. 1 green. You get to choose one. Choose one of your opponent's unisons and remove a marker. Or you may to choose 1 green card in your hand, discard it. If you do, you get to play 2 ghost tokens in rest mode. So you could flood the field with some ghost tokens if you wanted to, since your opponent's leader card can't attack your battle cards. So you only could swing to leader, but it's interesting because if you do have a certain card in play, that card can't attack leaders because it has to target this other card. And since your leader's ability allows your opponent not to attack battle cards, then they can't attack at all with the leader card. So, that being said, let me know in the comments what you think, what that card is. Now we have another Vegeta Babidi. Now first we have a Vegeta Babidi Unison, now that we have a Vegeta Babidi leader. So this is a Vegeta and Evil Wizard Babidi. So I think this card is that allow if your leader card is an Evil Wizard Babidi or Evil Wizard or something like that, you could do things. So you could mix some cards up. Overlord, place one of your battle cards with a service skill at the bottom of your deck, get your draw card. And then so add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, you get to draw, and this gets 5k for the power and double strike for the turn. Ew, snackies. So you go Awaken at 5, and then switch 2 of your energies back to active, and then you can flip this card over. And here we have Overlord again once per turn. Active main once per turn. Get to add a card from your life to your hand. Then you get to draw a card, and it gets 5k double strike for a turn. That's hefty. And once per turn, 1 green, you may look at the bottom card of your deck if it's a Vegeta card. If Vegeta specifically costs of 3 or less. Oh wait, I read that one wrong. But card with energy cost of 3 or less and the service skill. So there's only 1 card that has this, and it's a service skill, and it costs 3. So you get to play that. Otherwise, return it to the bottom of your deck. No shuffle. Super Saiyan 3 Vegito Peerless Warrior. Once per turn, when you activate a union skill, you get to draw a card. Also, you got an active main of +2. Choose all of your mono green battle cards. They gain revenge until the start of your next turn. So they give it revenge. Revenge. KO the attacking card. -7 active main. If your leader card is a mono green, look at the opponent's life. Place 1 card among them into the drop. Then your opponent shuffles their life. Then chooses 3 cards in their hand, discards them. Yikes. Dark Broly, Overwhelming Evil. Now this card has been creating a lot of buzz in the Facebook chat, or Facebook discussion page and all that stuff. Double Striker. Once per turn, when a marker is removed from this card by a skill, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. So we got skills on your opponent's turn that could do this. So they gotta be careful. And then active main +2, I could choose 1 card from my hand, discard it. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand, discards it. Then chooses one of their battle cards and KOs it. You don't choose, they choose. So And then we got an active main +0, -0. If you leader card is green, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards, remove a marker for it. Alright. Really good. Great Saiyan Man, Vanquisher of Villainy. Super combo is like the red one that we just had last video. If your leader card is green, you're 4 or less, and all your energy is green, when this card is using the combo, you get 10k for the battle. Then you may choose one card in your hand and place it into the bottom of your deck. If you do, you draw 2 cards. We got some SRs here. Let's see, Prince of Destruction Vegeta, Prideful Warrior. It's a 4-cost servant. It has deflect and a triple strike. No counter place for this one. If your leader card is mono green, when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's unison cards and remove 3 markers from it. It's hefty to play this 4-cost, but it is a triple striker. It does get 10k, so it's a 30k triple striker for 4. Can't get counterplayed, and it does things. Here we have Prince of Destruction, Vegeta, Life and Death. It's a double strike servant. So here's the 3-cost servant here that you could use with your leader skill. I think it was your leader skill. Once per turn, your opponent activates a counter skill, switches card to active, so it could be a dual attacker, double striker, 30k. Mighty Strike, Prince of Destruction Vegeta, 2 costs, counter attack, negate the attack, play this card. Yes, you need to pay 2. Then you get to look up the top 7 cards from your deck, add 1 green unison with specific cost of 3 among them to your hand, and then shuffle. This card also gets servant, 10k, and it can't be switched back to active. Videl, a Hero's Daughter, is a blocker. If you have a unison card in play, doesn't matter about specific numbers or markers, when this card is played, you get to draw a card. Then we got the Majin Buu Ghastly Energy. It's a barrier. If your leader card is green, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. Choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards, and then you get to remove a marker from it. Babidi, the Evil Mind Snatcher. When this card is played, you get to choose one. You get to activate up to 1 Majin Quickening from your deck or hand. Shuffle your deck if you look through it, or look up to the top 7 cards from your deck. Add 1 Vegeta with a servant skill among them, and then shuffle your deck. So we got Babidi, Creative Majin Buu. Once per turn, Overlord, Servant, stuff. When this card is removed from your battle area by opponent's skill, choose up to 1 green battle card with energy cost of 3 or less, and the servant skill from your hand, play it. And we have Deborah, King of the Demon Realm. If your leader card is green, and you choose one of your unison cards and remove a marker from it, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. Son Goku, the New Extremis. If your leader card is green, it has dual attack and a counterplay. Counterplay, you do have to pay 4 for this, and it's 4 specific green. It's a hefty one. If your leader card is green and you choose one of your unison cards and remove a marker from it, you get to play this card. Then, if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 5 or less, it is placed into the drop instead of being played. That is heavy. I don't know if it's going to see play, but it is really heavy, and that is an uncommon. Okay, so it's good. Bad uncommon card. We got a vanilla 3 drop here, 30k. That's expensive. You could probably just do that for 2, but here we have vanilla 2 cost 20k. Super combo Son Gohan here to help. It's kicking the shit out of somebody. If your leader card is green, 4 or less, combo using the combo, draw a card. So we got Son Goten Bonds of Friendship. Here we have an active main. If your leader card is a green Gotenks card, you could discard this card from your hand, play or add to your hand up to 1 green Trunks Youth card with energy cost of 3 from your deck and shuffle it. So Goten is looking at the trunks, and then we got the trunks that's gonna look at the Goten. But also, when this card is discarded from your hand by a Union skill, look up to the top 7 cards from your deck, add up to 1 of green unison card with a specific cost of 2 among them, and add it to your hand. So when you do the Union, and this gets discarded, you get to look. Super Saiyan Gotenks Friendship Fusion. Unique critical. Union Fusion for 1, so you just do the conditionals. If this card will be removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you may choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. So it's indestructible in a sense. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks All Out Assault. Deflect Double Striker. You can do 2 types of fusions or evolves. So you got one that costs 2 green Gotenks with energy cost of 3 or 4 or 3 or 6. Sorry, I'm seeing numbers. Or you can do the Union Fusion for 3. Draw a card where you lose 2 cards, obviously. And then if your leader card is green, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's unison cards. Remove 2 markers from it, then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it. Good removal and marker stuff. I would do the Union stuff. I would save, unless the 6 cost Gotenks. 6 or 3 Gotenks worth it, but we can look at those real quick if you want. Majin Buu looking for a fight. Yeah, he looks a little bit like a fight, man. Deflect. When this card is played, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 4 or less, KO it. Majin Buu Royal Absorption. Double Strike Dual Attack. EX Evolve for 1 green over a Majin Buu Zeno. So in order to get that, we gotta do some other stuff. But for energy cost of 5, which he's down below, okay. When this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you get to play up to 1 green Majin Buu with an energy cost of 3 from your drop. Then you get to add up 1 Dark Dragon Ball from your drop to your hand. So you basically do the chain all over again. But the chain is limited on blue, or red, but you can't. It's not limited to green. Okay. If your leader card is green, you choose 1 card. Choose 1 unison. Let me start this over. If your leader card is green and you choose 1 of your unison cards, remove a marker from it. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. Then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and 1 of their battle cards and places it into their drop. Shikes. Demon God Deborah Dark Dominion. Active main. If your leader card is green, you discard this card from your hand. Choose 1 of your unison cards and remove a marker from it. Then you get to add up to 1 green Dragon Ball from your deck or drop to your hand. Shuffle your deck if you look through it. Take a marker. I will definitely do that. For a Dark Dragon Ball? Yeah. The Deborah Dark Gambit. If your leader card is green and you discard this card from your hand, choose 1 card in your opponent's battle area with energy cost of 1 and the field skill and place it is an always drop. Choose up to 1 card in your opponent's battle area with an energy cost of 1 and the field skill and place it into a drop. See? Okay. So we have a green star. 3-star green Parasitic Darkness Dragon Ball. Choose 1 of your Majin Buus with an energy cost of 3 in your battle area, place it under this, and then you get to choose 1 green Majin Zeno with an energy cost of 5 from your deck or hand and play on top of the chosen card active, and then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Here we go, we got the extra Majin Quickening field. When you add cards from your life to your hand or place cards from your life to your drop, place the top card of your deck under this. If your leader card is green, Evil Wizard Babidi card, and you place this card and 4 under it, your drop, Play up to 1 green margin move with energy cost of 3 from your deck or drop, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. And then we have Final Explosion, Active Battle. If your leader card is green, Vegeta card, choose one of your cards. It gets 10k for the battle, then choose one of your unison cards. You may remove a marker from it. If you do, choose one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. There's a whole lot of stuff for 1 energy just to remove a marker. And potentially deal damage, sure. So we got Boo Boo Volleyball. If your leader card is green, Gotenks, negate the attack. You may choose one card in your hand, discard it. If you do, add 1 green Sun Goten with 15k power and up to 1 green Trunks Youth with 15k power from your drop. So you're doing 1 negate, leader card specific, discard a card, get 2. Alright guys, well, that is it for the green. Now we're gonna go and do the drawing for the next box. So this is box 2. We had like 12 comments, probably like 10 because I comment I comment a handful of, not a handful, but like 2 myself. So we're gonna paste this link here. Duplicate doubles. I should have done like a hashtag or something so that way I could just filter based on specific text. Next time I will know. So yeah, there's 10 unique comments and we will click start. Pedro Julio, wow, the anniversary books are hype. Wish I could win any. There you go. You just did, sir. You just did. Again, comment on the post. Actually, I'll comment on the post here in a moment. But guys, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think about the green cards in this video, or you know, in this set. Are you gonna be able to use the Gotenks stuff in your builds? That.